Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join me today as I meal prep for McDougall's Maximum Weight Loss. If you're not familiar with Dr. McDougall, I'll post a link to my video where I talked about the difference between his starch solution program and his maximum weight loss program, both of which are fantastic. But I am currently having a lot of weight loss success using his maximum weight loss program, so I went grocery shopping earlier this morning, and I'll post a link to that video if you want to check out my grocery haul. And now I am going to dive into some meal prep. It's 10:15 a.m. right now, and I really want to be done with this by noon and then also have my lunch ready for noon. So when I do a meal prep like this, I kind of like to think about making like 2 or 3 sort of meals and then having other pieces of meals that can be put together in different ways. So today I'm going to start with making my potato cheese. I'm going to repurpose that potato cheese into a cheesy hash brown casserole, and then I'm going to make my quinoa based taco meat so I can have that with the potato cheese for like tostadas. Plus I'm going to take some of that quinoa taco meat and make stuffed peppers. I'm also going to chop up some veggies to have for like salads and have broccoli and cauliflower ready to go to roast or steam. And of course a few extra potatoes cooked on hand because potatoes are life. I am very proud to say that there is no vegan junk food in today's meal prep. I have finally broken my addiction to vegan mayonnaise. And another reason that I really recommend Dr. McDougall, I will post a link to his no oil video, but eliminating oil from my diet, number 1, helps me lose weight, and number 2, makes me feel so much better, and 3, I stop craving the vegan junk food. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my potatoes and carrots boiling for my potato cheese, get my quinoa cooking for the taco mix, and then I'm going to start chopping a bunch of vegetables. Alright, just over an hour into my meal prep, I am still going to meet my goal of having lunch at noon, although some things may still be in the oven a little bit past noon. So here's the update. The potatoes and carrots are boiled. I need to take half the potatoes out. Those are just going to get set aside to be eaten some other way this week. And then I'm going to use my new immersion blender to create my potato cheese right in that pan. I'm going to go ahead and get these peppers and onions sauteing in some water. Once those are soft, I'm going to add my other ingredients, which is tomatoes with green chilies, corn, and black beans. And then to complete the taco mix, I'll mix the quinoa in with all that. And after the quinoa mixes all together, I'll fill my peppers, top them with some enchilada sauce, and then put those in the oven. 30 or 40 minutes those usually take. These broccoli crowns just need chopped up and put in there, and then I should be done chopping vegetables for the day. I forgot to mention that I'm gonna make my own salad dressing. I'm in love with this little bottle and it spins and mixes it up. I'll show you when I get it all together. So that's gonna be a real simple dressing of just balsamic vinegar and sriracha. It's a combination I've discovered I love. So I'm gonna start to preheat the oven now, blend up my potato cheese, and then I'll mix together the cheesy hash brown casserole, get that in the oven. Yeah, we're on schedule, lunch at noon. Another successful cheese sauce with the immersion blender. Oh, I love that thing. Okay, time for hash brown casserole. So I've seen some other plant-based recipes like this. I do mine just a tiny bit different, that I don't add any vegetables. I want this to be like pure potatoes. And I also use 2 different kinds of hash browns. And to me, this is the key to having it be like a good texture. I've done it before with just shredded hash browns and it was okay, no complaints. But then I mixed in these little diced potatoes with the hash brown shreds. That is the combination. So I'm gonna do a layer of potato cheese on the bottom of this pan first, and then a little bit of each kind of hash brown, more potato cheese, mix it up, and then another of each kind of potato and more potato cheese. And that usually fills up the pan. $12.19. Oh, $12.20. Either way, dang close to my goal of being done by noon. So everything is done and ready except for the things in the oven that have about 15 more minutes to cook. I crisped up some corn tortillas. I'm gonna have some tostadas for lunch with some potato cheese and some taco mix. And after I'm done eating, everything should be out of the oven and I can show you what I accomplished today, and we'll call it a 2-hour meal prep. Probably could have got done quicker if I wasn't filming, but you know. And here are my tostadas for lunch. Didn't they turn out so cute? I wish I had some fresh pico de gallo. That sounds so good. Okay, off to lunch. All right, everything's out of the oven. I'm ready to put everything away, tackle my dishes. But first I want to show you what I ended up with and how I'm going to put everything together for my 50-50 plates for the week. And side note that I didn't really have a 50-50 plate for lunch. That was mostly starch, my 3 tostadas. So I will probably have a salad or something in like a half hour. I was just starving from doing my meal prep for 2 hours. So I typically am following the 50-50 plate and I usually eat my non-starchy veg first, but it was flip-flop today. So starting with my starches, here are my stuffed peppers, which could use a little more sauce. They're a little dry, but I think I'm gonna make pico de gallo this week. I really think that sounds good. My cheesy hash brown casserole, I love to have this for breakfast. I love to have this for any meal of the day. I think it's just awesome. I ended up with just a little bit of potato cheese, so I'll either eat that with my taco mix or on top of some broccoli. And I do put a lot of peppers and onions in my taco mix, but I still just count it as a starch because it's so much quinoa, corn, beans. Yeah. So these are the extra potatoes I had boiled just to have extra potatoes. They're really easy now to just slice up and put in the oven, mash up for mashed potatoes, whatever. And then my salad dressing I made, which is equal parts sriracha and balsamic vinegar, real simple. And this little twirly guy, I think this is one of the coolest things I've ever bought. And then for my non-starchy veggies, I chopped up my cauliflower so it's ready to just get thrown on some parchment paper and roasted in the oven. Broccoli, I typically steam on the stove top. And then I cut up this veggie tray like this because I like my vegetables freshly chopped for a salad. So this way I'm able to just grab a chunk of cucumber and a chunk of pepper, grab a little chunk of onion from in there, grab a tomato from over there, And then it literally takes me about 3 minutes to chop that stuff up, throw it in a bowl, add some of my dressing, and bam, I have a little salad. I don't even care if I have lettuce or not. I just like the vegetables with the dressing. So that is what my typical week of meal prep looks like for Dr. McDougall's Maximum Weight Loss Plan. If you haven't checked out his book yet, I highly recommend doing so, and also his books, The Starch Solution and The Healthiest Diet on the Planet. And you can also check out my online video course, Eat Well with eBell, an introduction to plant-based nutrition. So if you're just starting out on your plant-based journey, this is a great place to give you that basic information to get motivated and get going on a plant-based lifestyle. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today and watching this video. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Be well.